Hi, you guys. Welcome back to the Astoldbykenya podcast. I'm not sure how long we're going to be here today, but let's just kick back and have a little kiki today. I've had a long day today. It just felt long. I never tell you guys what has been happening in my day, but yeah, felt like I had kind of a long day today. I don't know. Maybe it's the coldness. It is so cold outside. Like, the thing is, I can deal with cold weather if it's not windy. I cannot do windy, cold weather. When it is windy and cold, that is miserable. I can just do the regular coldness, but when the wind is about to knock my wig into the street, that is when I have just had entirely too much. And therefore, that is what we got yesterday. And today seems better, but yeah. So today's been kind of a long day, so that's why you guys are kind of getting this podcast late. But yeah, let me tell you guys something random. I get facials every month. I go and get a facial because my skin is my worst enemy. My skin always tries to wage war against me. Therefore, I'm trying to get my skin to look like Jackie Ina's skin, honestly, you guys. Jackie Ina is my skin inspiration. Her skin always just looks moisturized, and that is what I want. But anyway, so yesterday I went to get a facial, and I got dermal infusion, and I love it so much. The only thing I will say about the dermal infusion, if you're someone who likes exfoliating their face, dermal infusion is not for you because you're not supposed to exfoliate 5 days before and 5 days after. And you're supposed to get it for the best results every 2 weeks. So you really only have like 4 days to which you can exfoliate your face on your own. So yes, and over exfoliation can be really harmful. So I don't recommend doing that. So yeah, if you're someone who really likes to get in there yourself, it's not for you. But I am so happy that I do not have to deal with any of that. So yeah, got that done. My skin feels amazing. I'm trying out a whole new skincare routine. I'm gonna see if it works. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. We'll see. So yeah, anything else personally happening in my life? Not really. I've just been chilling out, hanging out, doing work, all that stuff. So yeah, hopefully you guys have watched my latest videos. The last video since this podcast is going up, I put up a video on Chrissy Teigen. And yeah, we are here today to discuss the topics. I have 3 topics that I want to get into today. But the first topics, we are going to send a huge rest in peace to Alexis Crawford. Alexis Crawford was a student at Clark Atlanta University who was suffocated to death by her roommate and her roommate's boyfriend. I'm so tired, you guys. I am honestly so tired of hearing black girls have to go through what black girls are going through. Black girls in America a war has been waged against black girls in America. So often, we don't get to have childhoods, we don't get to have adolescence, we don't get to have young adulthood because our innocence is robbed of us so quickly. And I just feel so bad for Alexis. Like, I honestly, everyone involved, something is stuck on my tooth, you guys. 1 second. Sorry. I feel so bad for Alexis. I feel so bad for Alexis's parents. And I also feel bad for the roommate and the roommate's boyfriend's parents. That's another thing I don't really see many people talk about. The parents of the people who killed the girl. And I know it's like we shouldn't be worried about them, but imagine, I just always put myself into other people's shoes, and I cannot imagine a loved one of mine going off to college and doing something stupid, and now they deserve to spend the rest of their life in jail. I just cannot imagine that hurt. Like, you know you can't defend them, and so someone you love deserves to spend the rest of their life in jail. Like, I just feel like that's such a conflicting emotion. Like, you did something horrible. I'm 100% sure her parents, the roommate who killed the girl, her parents feel so ashamed of their daughter. That her parents know she did something horrible. So to sit with that at night, knowing your daughter deserves to spend the rest of her life in jail, that just is, it's hard. It's a hard emotion, I know, to deal with. Someone you love, you know, needs to be behind bars. Someone you love is going to be behind bars for the foreseeable future. That's a lot to take in. So I just feel bad for everyone. The girl who was directly affected, Alexis, and also Alexis' parents. You're not listening to this, but I just want to put it into the universe. I wish you guys so much love, so much hope, so much prosperity, and just so much healing. That is what I wish for you guys. Black people go through so much trauma, and I just pray that you guys are able to just pull through. And it's going to be hard, and you're going to have to go through life without your daughter, but I just hope that you guys can pull through and you guys can come together and know that the entire nation feels bad for you. Like, we're all praying for you, and we all wish you nothing but the best. And your daughter didn't deserve that. You guys didn't deserve that. And it's just sad. It's just sad. I'm sure you guys have met the roommate before, and just to think that you send your children out into the world and you just hope they make it back to you safely on Thanksgiving, on Christmas, and you just never know. I have a little sister who will be going off to college next year, and like that type of stuff scares me, because I know when I was in college, I can hold my own. Y'all have seen my roommate story, and that is why I made my roommate story experience, because roommates suck. If you can avoid having roommates, I 100% believe that you should. I believe you should 100% avoid having roommates at all costs, because it's just not worth it. It's just, anything could happen to you. And that's what I pointed out in my roommate story time. Anything can happen to you. You can go through anything. You don't know these people. They could do anything to you. And that's what I was trying to say to my roommate. I don't know you, and I don't know these people you have in my house. And poor Alexis had to find that out the hard way. And I just don't want any more girls to have to find out the hard way that you don't know people. People weren't raised the same way you are. People don't care about you. That is what hurts so much. And the way she died, being suffocated, some other force taking your last breath, them being able to take the life out of you, is just so sad. Like, witnessing someone kill you, I just feel the world for her last breath. I just feel for her in that moment. All she wanted was a breath, and it was just taken to her by two evil human beings. And I can't wrap my head around it, but I can't wrap my head around a lot of the things that Black girls go through in this country, in this world. It's just mind-boggling to me how little people care about Black women. Black women don't even care about Black women sometimes, and it's just like, as in this situation. And that's what we're going to get into on this story. I would love to skim over this topic, but I actually have things that I want to say about this topic. And it's going to take us to pick-me's. It's going to take us to pick-me's. It's so funny when I have conversations and I bring up topics and the world isn't ready for them. I say that with a lot of sarcasm, but the world isn't ready for them. And then all of a sudden, it takes something to happen for you guys to see what I've been talking about forever. And that's how volatile, dangerous, and violent pick-me's are. I said in an earlier podcast that I don't march with pick-me's. The term pick-me does not go to women who are subservient to men. It doesn't go to women who just want to be lapdogs for men. Because here's the thing. You can be whatever you want to be to a man and shut the hell up. You can cook, clean, bathe for a man, pay his bills, move a man, give him a car, all those things, and shut the hell up. I can't say what works for you. Therefore, when the term pick me gets thrown around, I'm not talking about women who do this, that, and the third for men. That's on you. I'm talking about the women who do this, that, and the third for men and then subject other women to bullying, belittling, and this, that, and the third behind men. When you belittle women in order to appease men, that is what a pick-me is. A pick-me is someone who says, I cook and clean for my man. No wonder the rest of you bitches can't find a man. I do this for my man, and the rest of you bitches are this, that, and the third. I do this for my man, and the other bitches can't even compare. That is what a pick-me is. A pick-me belittles other women in order to uplift herself. Because she believes that she gets some sort of superiority. This is her goal. Her goal is to lower other women to elevate herself. It's a mechanism for women who have low self-esteem. They feel like the only way they can be held as a prize is if they lower other women. Kenya knows she's a prize. I don't need to make other women feel small in order to make myself feel big. That's not how having high self-esteem works. And therefore, pick-me's have low self-esteem. But here's the thing. A lot of people like to do you guys bully pick-me's. You guys are mean feminists. You guys are so mean. But no one wants to have the real conversation about how mean pick-me's are. And I think the reason why people don't have the conversation about how mean pick-me's are to other women is because there's still this level of misogyny even in our conversations about liberation. We, for some reason, still see pick-me's as these victims. We see pick-me's as these people who need to be saved. So the women who are playing into patriarchy and misogyny, they need to be saved. They need to be uplifted. We need to be nice to them. They're docile. They're sweet. They're all of these things. And the women who are being called whores and sluts and all these other no good, we need to stop being mean to them. It's almost like the dark skin and light skin debate we have. Whenever dark skinned girls say something back to the light skinned girls, all of a sudden we need to be nice to the light skinned girls. We need to stop being mean. I'm sorry, that is what this plays into. It still plays into this favoritism, this respectability, this have and have nots way of thinking. That is not okay with me. That's why I disagree with the discourse on, you guys don't need to be mean to Ayesha Curry. But Ayesha Curry was mean to us first. And the thing is, you can say an eye for an eye makes the whole world blind, but the thing is, no one's telling them that. No one is telling them, the pick-me's, that what they're doing is wrong and dangerous until it's too late. Ayesha Curry already sent out her tweet about how the rest of us need to put clothes on, right? She's done her damage. She's already belittled us. Right? We already have to deal with the trauma that Ayesha Curry and her crew have inflicted on us. But the minute when Ayesha Curry is on Red Table Talk crying about how no man wants her, which is usually the story of pick-me's, all of a sudden, we don't need to go in on her because she's been through so much and y'all are so mean and y'all are so this. But why did no one care when she was mean to us? How come they get to be the bully and the victim at the same exact damn time? Now, Ayesha Curry is small fruit. It's low-hanging fruit. It's not that deep. Ayesha Curry would never do something like Alexis Crawford's roommate did to her. But the reason why I say it still falls in line with the issue is pick-me and their culture, the pick-me's and their culture are the reason why Alexis Crawford's roommate killed her. That is what it manifests. It manifests in this idea that women will do anything to appease men, even when it makes no sense whatsoever. Ayesha Curry makes Ayesha Curry's tweet at women made no sense. It made no sense for her to tweet out, I like to keep stuff hidden from my man, but the rest of y'all can do what y'all want. It makes no sense for her to say things like that. But that's the thing. She's trying to appease men. She wants all the men to come together and say, you're right, Ayesha Curry. You're the good one. Ayesha Curry's of the world. Ayesha Curry wanted to be the spokesperson, the face of Betty Crocker, the face of Martha Stewart, the face of the stay-at-home mom. That is what she wanted to be, right? That is what she wanted to be. But the problem is you do dumb things trying to be that. You do all types of foolishness trying to be that. And for what? Trying to be that for what? And that is where we find the issue. Yes, the Ayesha Curry problem is small hanging fruit. But if we don't stop these girls in their track, if we don't rebuttal them with their own foolishness, you get the Alexa Crawford thing. You get that. You get women who are willing to do anything for men, and we all tiptoe around the pick-me's feelings. We tiptoe around what they're doing. Oh, just let them do them, whatever. But the issue is, see, we're woke. We understand that they're in a world of patriarchy and misogyny, and it can only end bad for them, i.e. Ayesha Curry crying on Red Table Talk. We knew how her story ends. We know how misogyny picks women up and throw them away when they're done with them. We know that's how that works. But the problem is they don't know how that works. They don't know that's going to happen to them. So they are living this life in the path of patriarchy and misogyny, and they are inflicting violence against women everywhere they go. They are perpetuating misogyny everywhere they go. They're belittling women everywhere they go. But for some reason, in you guys' discourse on mean girl feminism, y'all fail to realize we have feelings. Go tell them. They don't want to be, you don't want them to be a part of mean girl feminism. Don't lecture us, because we know it. We know we shouldn't be mean to people. Tell them that, because when you sit there and you're just worried about their feelings and what the pick-me's are feeling, and they're just so wrapped up in misogyny that they can't understand, when we're just tiptoeing around the issue, they go around and they kill us. You kill us because we report your boyfriend for sexual assault. That is what pick-me, of course, this is an exaggerated instance. Pick-me's aren't running around killing women, but let's look at Cardi B. Let's look at what Cardi B did behind Offset. The Cardi B story is not that unique. Women all the time get the mistress beat up. Their husband or boyfriend will be out here cheating on them all day long. But they'll sleep next to the cheating boyfriend, but go have the girlfriend or the side chick and the mistress beat up. They'll have her shot. They'll have her all types of things. Because that is what pick-me's do. Pick-me's only live for men. Men are never the issue. Men are never the problem. That is what pick-me's they don't realize. Men are never the problem to them. That's what we're pointing out. You never find issue with men. You always have issues with women. You have a problem with women because you have been taught by men through society that is who you should have a problem with. That's who you should be upset with. And therefore, it manifests in things like the Alexis Crawford situation. Now she's dead, all because a youth pick-me, decided her relationship with a man was more important than the well-being of a woman. That is what it does. It's this idea that women are always in the wrong. Women always need to do things to make men feel more comfortable. That is why she did that. That is why she killed that girl, because she said, you're not about to accuse my man of sexual assault. Instead of, and the thing is, it's like Cardi B. Cardi B knew Offset cheated on her. You know your man is no good. Alexis Crawford's roommate knows that her man is no good and he sexually assaulted her. They know their man is no good. That's why they're so up in arms. They're trying to find the root as to why their man is no good. So instead of just getting rid of the no good men and charging it to the game that there's just men out here who ain't never going to be shit, instead of doing that, they got to blame everybody else. They got to blame everybody else because to them, they've done the homework. They've done the studying. They read the books on what it is to keep a man, how to keep a man, how to get a man. They do the cooking, they do the cleaning, they do anything for this man. They feel like they've done the work. Therefore, they are owing up the prize. Where is the A+? They believe that the man that they have will be the A+. I'm supposed to get the best of the men because I cook, clean, I'm a slave. That is what I was taught all my life. If I do all of these things, I will get a great man. I will be in a good situation. I will be desired. And then when that doesn't happen, they lash out on all of the women who aren't doing those things. They lash out on women because they believe, once again, that women are the reason why they're not getting that. If these sluts wasn't out here giving up pussy, maybe my man wouldn't cheat. That's what they genuinely believe. They genuinely believe it's the women in the streets as to why their man is cheating. Not realizing your man is cheating because he's a cheater. The term cheater is there for a reason. It's a personality trait. You're a cheater. It is what you do. It's a part of you. The woman doesn't matter. The environment doesn't matter. They're going to cheat. It's a part of them. They're going to do that. Your boyfriend would have sexually assaulted anyone in that room. Whether it had been Alexis or some other girl. The girl can be removed. Whoever the girl is could have been removed. He still would have done it because that is the type of man that he is. So you're going to be fighting the win if you're going to go after every single person who shows you that your man is no good. And that is why pick-me's are dangerous. And I hate that this situation had to prove that a beautiful black girl had to die for y'all to care, for y'all to see how volatile pick-me's can be. They do anything for men. I don't even know how to break it down any further. They do anything for men. Anything. As far as to kill another girl. They do. It's not that outlandish. Cardi B got 2 girls sliced up behind Offset. They do anything because they're holding on to a dream. They're holding on to something that's not real. So when you have this stupid ass discourse about how we need to be nice and we need to be nice to the Aisha Currys of the world, we need to uplift them, we need to invite them, when they gonna uplift me? When they gonna uplift me? When they gonna invite me? To me, it makes more sense, and it sucks, but you gotta be on the defense against these pick-me's. Don't let these pick-me's into your circle. Do not let them into your circle. Because they will do anything to you behind a man. Anything to you. We see it. The thing is, I know other women have stories about this. We all know a pick-me. A girl who will do anything for a man. And I bet you that same girl who will do anything for a man has done you wrong on several occasions. I find it so funny when women love to say, I cut anybody off. I cut my friends off. If you don't do this, I cut you off. Talking about their friends, by the way. I'll cut you off. You do this, you look at me the wrong way, I cut you off. But they'll be with a man who look at them the wrong way, talk at them the wrong way, have sex with other women the wrong way. They'll do all these things. These men do all these things, and you have yet to cut them off. But you can't give that same leniency to women. Pick-me's. The fact that you're willing to give so much leniency to men, but next to nothing to your friends, that is the culture of pick-me's. The fact that women get no wiggle room. Anything they do is wrong. You look at their man the wrong way, you're wrong. Instead of thinking, why am I so perplexed every time a woman looks at my man? Probably because I believe my man's a cheating ass nigga. Maybe that's the issue, right? But they don't want to see that. They don't want to understand that. And that's why the culture of pick-me's is just so dangerous. It goes beyond them calling us hoes and sluts. And it goes into y'all will do anything behind men. And we all know men will do next to anything to a woman. So the fact that you even hang out in that circle tells me you'll do anything. You'll do next to anything to me. And I can't be a part of that. I cannot be a part of that in any way, shape, or form. I refuse to. Like, it's so dangerous, you guys. It's honestly so dangerous to be around pick-me's. I think that's what it is. And I'm not making the roommate a victim. I feel like when people have the take about how pick-me's are like killing people, y'all be like, don't make her a victim. No one's making her a victim. Like I said, that's my issue with the whole be nice to pick-me's. Pick-me's are not victims. Pick-me's, they can read the books the same way we read the goddamn books. They can look at society the same way we look at goddamn society. They want to be obtuse. Stop acting like pick-me's are dumb. Pick-me's willingly go the route that they go. They willingly belittle women. They willingly put men above women. They do that on purpose because they feel it perpetuates them. And many times it does. We don't talk about the fact that in some cases they do get put on higher places than other women. We don't talk about that, right? So get away from me with the fact that pick-me's are victims and we need to feel so bad for them. And no, you reap what you sow. I feel bad for the women who cook, clean, do all this and have never said anything to a woman that would be negative, even if they've thought it, but they've never lived a culture of belittling other women, and then they get duped. I can feel bad for them all day long. You got promised the dream of patriarchy and it blew up in your face like we knew it would. I can feel bad for you because the thing is, we all didn't wake up hating misogyny and hating patriarchy. We all fell into the trap of misogyny and patriarchy. The thing is, like I said in my podcast, when I was in the trap, never did I belittle women. Never did I belittle women. Never did I belittle women. Never did I call women slut hoes. It wasn't me. It wasn't in me to outwardly hate women. It wasn't in me. That's a personality problem to do that. And I refuse. I refuse to just be like, oh, it's fine. It's not that serious. They're okay. Like, no, I refuse. I genuinely refuse. So anyways, we are going to talk about Summer Walker. I am so tired of the Summer Walker conversation. Because there's nothing you can say that makes the conversation right. There's nothing you can say that will make people agree with you. There's nothing you can say that will make people be like, oh, you're right. Or it's nothing you can say. Like, to me, the conversation is just when you try to... Okay, I think Summer Walker is lazy. I believe that Summer Walker is lazy. But I can't say that, right? Because you'll say she has social anxiety and that's why she does the things that she does. But I am not giving her that. I'm not going to give her that for why she's pulling out her phone on stage or for why she's not putting on a good performance. I can't give her that. I believe a huge chunk of it is laziness, complacency. I believe she's complacent, but I can't say that. That is politically incorrect. She has social anxiety, which is a real thing. And she should be allowed to what? Have social anxiety. She should be allowed to have episodes. 100% I understand that. But a part of me, from what I'm seeing, it comes across as pure laziness. Pure, I don't want to do this. And that just is what it is. It comes across as entitlement. Her being on that stage. Like, that is what it comes. But that's wrong. I shouldn't think that. And it's not okay. Therefore, I can't participate in the conversations because when I say that, people get in their feelings. When I say that she shouldn't do this, people get upset, right? Therefore, what am I supposed to do, you guys? So anyways, let me give y'all the tea on the Summer Walker situation if you don't know. Summer Walker is an R&B star. She put out her debut album that all the girlies seem to love. I haven't listened to it. I think I'll give it a play one day, like if I'm on a road trip or going back to Charlotte one day. I'll give it a listen. I'm not against Summer Walker in any way, shape, or form, but the thing is, Summer Walker has been doing performances. This whole conversation started when she did Tiny Desk, NPR Tiny Desk, and she had like no stage presence on Tiny Desk, which I personally thought was weird because Tiny Desk is not the place where I expect people to have like all the stage presence in the world. So I actually thought that was weird that people expected her to do a two-step on Tiny Desk. I'm like, the whole point is that you sit there and do nothing. Like, it's a tiny desk where you sing. So anyways, I thought that was weird. Well, flash forward like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, she goes on tour, and the tour is piss freaking poor. Now, the thing is, let's take another performer who doesn't do too much on stage. Frank Ocean. Frank Ocean, you guys know I love Frank Ocean. Maybe you don't. I love Frank Ocean. And somebody tried to compare Summer Walker to Frank Ocean. And I'm like, it's apples and oranges. And I'm going to tell you why. Frank Ocean doesn't have the biggest stage presence. But Frank Ocean, you can tell, puts work into what he's doing. He plays with the crowd. His backgrounds are good. You can tell he's making up for the fact that his stage presence isn't going to be there. He seems like he's shy. He makes up for it. And that's why I say Summer Walker comes across as lazy, because you can work within the confines of your social anxiety. If you genuinely want to give people a good show, you can work through it. You can try your best. And from what I see, why would you pull your phone out? Why would you pull your phone out? That doesn't make any sense to me. You're literally standing there. You could do something that would make this an enjoyable experience for everyone. To make it enjoyable for you, to make it enjoyable for the fans, you could do that. But you don't want to do that. And that is my problem. The fact that it comes across like she doesn't want to do that. She doesn't want to make this experience as enjoyable as possible for her fans. And so I can't shimmy and shake with it. And it's not my job to care about your social anxiety. Boom, I said it. It's not my job to care about your social anxiety. It's genuinely not. Now, if I come into your house, if I invite myself into your house, yes, I should care about your rules. I should care about your triggers. I should care about all of those things that matter to you. But if I'm paying you, if I'm paying for a performance, if I'm paying for a meet and greet, those things don't matter to me. It's like if you're going to a concert and Beyonce and Jay-Z get into a fight the night before, and Beyonce gets on stage and is mean and is quiet, and that's not my problem. It's not my problem what happens to you before you get on this stage. It's not. I paid for an experience. That is what I paid for. And you have options. You can cancel it. You can not do it. You can put out a disclaimer. You can do something as to where I know that my experience is not happening. But when you expect me to lower my expectations because you going through some shit, you got personal shit, that's not my problem. It's not my... What if I don't have social media? What if I don't follow Summer Walker on Instagram, Twitter, whatever? How am I supposed to know the reason why I'm getting a piss poor performance from Summer Walker is because she has social anxiety? What? I shouldn't have to have social media to know what I'm getting from a performer. That's not my job. If I pay for your concert, it's not my job to do all the back and forth and the looking things up and understanding your mental health. That's not my problem. Y'all love to say we shouldn't treat these people like that they are friends and these people don't know us. You damn straight these people don't know us. So guess what? I don't fucking have to know them. I don't have to know that Summer Walker has social anxiety. I don't. Because we're not friends. I don't know that woman. This woman is performing a service for me. A service I paid for. This idea that even though you're paying for a service, people don't owe you nothing is a damn fucking lie. It is a damn lie. I'm not going to go to Olive Garden and pay for food and all of a sudden they just going to tell me I got to make it in the back. You're not going to do that because you're paying for a service. You're paying for something. Y'all understand that when it's time to go to the hairdresser and y'all don't want to wash your hair before you get there. Y'all understand it then that you're paying for a service, and with the service comes a certain level of professionalism and a certain experience. Y'all understand it then. It ain't no different from these people. And I know you guys like to say, we're their people. They're not going to always be on 100%. I understand that, but you have to understand. We can have the conversation if it's ethical for human beings to be the ones providing experiences. That's another conversation. But since we're here and you're selling tickets, you need to give me my damn experience. You need to give me what I have paid for. Period. Period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts on the Summer Walker situation. She owes me something when I pay for those tickets. She owes me something. If I pay for Beyonce tickets, she's not going to play all her B-sides. She's not going to play all the songs that no one knows because you're paying for something. So why people like to act willfully obtuse when people get mad at Summer Walker is baffling to me. Y'all know good and goddamn well y'all wouldn't pay for tickets to go see that, would you? No, you wouldn't. And it's so freaking annoying. And yes, I think Summer Walker is lazy. I 100% do. I think Summer Walker is selfish. That is what this comes across as. I don't know her personally, so let me not jump that far. But it comes across as selfish, lazy, only can't. Because here's the thing. You was railing to chase a bag. You knew you had all this, but you ain't turning away the coin. You ain't turning away the coin, sis. When they told you you could make X amount of dollars on meet and greets, you ain't say, nah, that ain't for me. You didn't turn away the coin. But as of today, she did turn away the coin. She canceled the concert. Thank God, because tickets probably were low and people were asking for their damn money back. Thank God, you should have never done it. That is what should have happened from the beginning. It is okay for you to say, I am a recording artist. I am not a performing artist. I am a recording artist. I only record. I give you guys albums and I go away. That's why I say the Frank Ocean situation is not the same. Frank Ocean does 4 concerts every 5 years. It's not the same. He knows he's not going to give you the best show of your life. Therefore, he doesn't do it. So what I'm trying to say is, you could just say, I want to record my albums and I want to leave it there. I don't want to do all these other things. But the thing is, you won't do that. You're not willing to do that because of money. But she did cancel the tour. God bless. And the thing is, I also think being with London on the track plays a role in this. Her man got money. So I don't know. It's all a lot. It's all a lot. But also, she came out today and said she was a witch. And Christians got up in arms about her being a witch. It's not that deep. Her being a witch is not that deep. It's just not. It's just really not at all. So yeah, what was I about to say? We are going to talk about Drake being booed at Camp Flog Gnaw. Let's make things a little lighter. Camp Flog Gnaw is a festival that Tyler the Creator puts on every single year. Because I am a Frank Ocean stan, I am very aware of Camp Flog Gnaw, and every single year Frank Ocean stans believe that Frank Ocean, the whole Odd Future Collective fans believe that Frank Ocean is going to show up to Camp Flog Gnaw, and he never does. Frank Ocean never shows up to Camp Flog Gnaw. He doesn't even come like just to hang out. He doesn't go to Camp fucking Flog Gnaw. It's not a thing. If Frank Ocean is going to go to Camp Flog Gnaw, I believe Tyler the Creator will put his name on the poster. But on the poster every year, Tyler the Creator puts a special guest. So a guest we do not know. And every year, it's no one important. No, it's no one who no one cares about. But you guys, if Tyler the Creator would have told me I'm bringing Drake out, I would have said, Tyler, they're going to boo him. They're going to be very upset. The girls are going to be, who's in charge of the girls? The girls are going to be very upset that you bring out Drake. They're going to be very upset. It's not the right crowd. It's really not the right crowd for a Drake type of artist. These are kids who believe they're so indie and so cool and all of the, they don't want to see Drake. These kids don't want to see Drake. They don't. It's not the same group. These kids, because they're your fans, They pride themselves on not being Drake fans. That is what Tyler the Creator stands pride themselves on. That they're not fans of Drake or Cole or Kendrick. They're happy that they're with someone who is indie and under, like, that's what they pride themselves on. But let me tell you a little something about Tyler the Creator. Let's get into a Tyler the Creator read real quick. Tyler the Creator is someone who's trying to outgrow his past, but he can't seem to because he needs the fans of his past to move him forward. Does that make sense? Tyler the Creator is someone who was always with the shit, a bunch of foolishness, talking about raping and peeing and aborting babies and all types of stuff, just being reckless for no reason. That was his shtick, right? That was his shtick for 3-4 albums. Acting a fool, acting an ass. He was into like shock type of content. Like, let me see how shocking I can be, right? But Tyler the Creator decides to rebrand. Y'all know I am queen of a good rebrand. I love rebrands. I think everyone, if you are finding yourself stagnant in life, rebrand. And that means throw everything away, but with intention. So I love a good rebrand. But Tyler the Creator has rebranded. And a part of his rebrand is just growing up. But the issue with Tyler the Creator rebranding is he's still stuck with the same ideals that he had when he was a kid because his fans are the same. Tyler the Creator is not gaining new fans. His music is not in the realm to where he can gain new fans. He doesn't get played on radio. He's just not Tyler the Creator. Everyone knows who people who are my age, we all know who Tyler the Creator is, but he's not a household name. No one is thinking about Tyler the Creator like that. Therefore, it's hard for him to grow his fan base. So he's been stuck with this same cult fan base for a very long time. But the issue with the cult fan base is that Tyler the Creator has grown, but he still has these cult-like fans who still want the I want to rape a baby and all types of stuff. They still want that. They still act that way. I don't think they still want that same type of music, but they still expect the same Tyler who was above the industry and who didn't want to be in the streets like that. But let me tell you about Tyler the Creator. Tyler the Creator hangs out with Kendall damn Jenner. Kendall Jenner is his best friend. He hangs out with the Calabasas crew. Tyler the Creator wants to be mainstream. Tyler the Creator wants to be in the sitch. Tyler the Creator wants to sit amongst the big time. That is what Tyler the Creator wants, which who wouldn't want that, right? Tyler the Creator wants to be a superstar, but he's branded himself. He's branded himself into he can't do that. He knows his fans won't necessarily go with that because he has such this cultish fan base. So he's dealing with two sides of the spectrum. Him wanting to grow, which is no problem with that, but these people still wanting to hold him back. Tyler the Creator hates his fans. I guess that's where I'm trying to take this. Tyler the Creator hates his freaking fans because they're not a representation of who he is. He's still stuck with the same crazy teenage boys, white boys, who don't want to follow rules, Odd Future, gang, the donut. He's still stuck with that crew, even though he doesn't want to be. He wants to be around the Drakes of the world, the Coles, the Kendricks, the Kendall Jenners, and he wants that life, but he can't necessarily get that life because of what he branded himself. And I don't feel fucking bad for him. I don't feel bad for him at all. At all. Like, you should have never been doing the outlandish stuff you did to get there. Like, I don't have nothing to tell you. And then his whole rant on cancel culture. Shut up, Tyler Creator. I hate when men in particular talk about cancel culture. Men just hate being held accountable. That is what it is. Men do not like the cancel culture because it holds them accountable. It holds a microscope up to yourself. And they feel like it's giving people who never had power before over them power. And they don't like that. They don't like that idea. But Tyler the Creator, cancel culture has not affected you in any way, shape, or form. It's a reason why you'll probably never have a humongous platform. But shut up. You've done stuff for Adult Swim. You had a whole TV show on Adult Swim. So please be quiet. Like, nothing has ever badly happened. You've gotten way further being problematic than you would if you weren't problematic. So shut up. But Drake being booed, y'all know Drake ain't deserved that. Drake took it like a champ. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Drake doesn't bother me. I know you guys are gonna hate me. Drake doesn't bother me. Drake doesn't bother me in any way, shape, or form. He doesn't. Drake does not bother me. I need to get the charger for my laptop. everything that people dislike Drake about is alleged, and they're good allegedly, that he grooms girls, he talks to little girls, the stuff about him hanging out with Rihanna's abuser, get it 100%, get it. But nothing is like, nothing is something I can hold. I don't hear stories. There's nothing tangible about Drake that I can hold on to that makes me hate him. I know I'm problematic as hell for that, but I don't hate Drake. I can't force myself to hate someone. I don't. And it's not because Drake, I really like Drake and I just don't want it. I used to really like Chris Brown, you guys. I used to really like Chris Brown before he beat up Rihanna. So it's not the fact that I'm not willing to give up on people I like. That's so far from the truth. It's just a simple fact that there's nothing tangible for me to hold on to. I can't point my finger at this. Drake, you do this. And that's why I don't like it. I don't see it. I don't see it. I see a lot of things people are mad about with some things that are alleged. And that's how I feel. So yeah, that is that on that. So I don't think he deserved that. But I also don't care. He's rich. When you got millions and hundreds of millions of dollars to go home and to cry to after you get booed, child, I can give a fuck. If getting booed could get me the money Drake got, y'all can boo me every single day. They can put me on a stage every single day and let me be booed if I could go home to the money that Drake goes home to. It ain't that deep. It ain't that deep at all. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. I had fun today. We got the talking. I will see you guys in my next podcast. If you have podcast topics, I always put up a patron post and I pick 3 of them. And then one that I like. So I do one that I like and I choose 2 of you guys. And that's what we did today. So I love you guys so much. And I'll hear ya. You'll hear me in the next podcast. Bye, my friends.